This is a World Trade Center bound E-train. The next stop is...
What's up, people? It's your boy Moses the Jeweler, and today I want to answer some questions that I get asked very frequently, again from a lot of young people. And there's some people that are a little more experienced in life, and they want to actually start a new hobby, get into the jewelry game. And I'm here to answer some questions. Before I do that, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff that the people do on the long form YouTube. And every day, thank God, people, they come to our shop, and a lot of the youth, they come. They say, Moses, how do I get started in this jewelry game? How do I get started in the watch game? Or even if they're starting a new business like real estate, they ask me, how do I become a successful businessman? And I always tell them, I say, don't look at the business, look at yourself. So we're going to start with step one. This is building character and also the art of negotiation. So again, character is your foundation. Character is who you are. And at the end of the day in business, the person that you're dealing with is dealing with you. So when it comes to your character in business, you want to be honest, you want to be loving, you want to be caring, you want to be warm, you want to be like a light breath of fresh air. People, they come when they're spending big money, they tense up, they get intense, they get nervous when they're about to buy a watch that costs $10, $20, $30, $40, $50,000, and some people even come in and buy a diamond for $1 million, $2 million. People, they get nervous when they're spending this kind of money. So you want to be able to take the tense out of them, as we say. You know me, when I started in this jewelry game first, I used to look at all these big names and stuff. I used to say, how do I become like that? How do I get like that? And even sometimes, I realize I'm in a very cutthroat business. The people, they're not so nice, especially when we're dealing with such big money. They like being very strict and hard and not so easy. So I remember becoming scared. I remember thinking to myself, do I have to become this cutthroat businessman in order to become successful? I have this dream of becoming a successful businessman, and all these successful businessmen I'm looking at seem kind of cutthroat. So I was very scared that I have to kind of change who I am naturally to become a successful jeweler, businessman. And I'd like to say, I think I proved that you could still be nice and loving and become successful, especially in a crazy jewelry game like this. Now I want to talk to you guys about the art of negotiation. I see a lot of people, they come now to my shop and they try to negotiate with me on stuff. And it's funny because when they negotiate with me, it's like they kind of see it as almost like a challenge, like they're going against me, or it's like they have to win. So the real art of negotiation is not about winning, but about finding an agreement between both sides. Sometimes you have war between two countries. Sometimes you bring in a mediator, another country, to come negotiate a deal for these two countries in war. So the whole thing about negotiation is finding an agreement between both parties and for both parties to leave happy. Because let's say you do win this negotiation, the next day you have somebody coming back and you have a headache. And I always tell my clients, I say, you see how many people come to me every single day? I don't want a line of headaches every single day. I want a line of people who are going to come in and do good business and leave happy, and this way they can tell their friends to come, and this is the chain reaction that we created here at Moses Jewelry. Step two, the part you guys have been waiting for, the product itself. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of word of advice. Just like I tell all these young kids that come in, I have kids that come in, they say, oh, I have a budget of $5,000 and I want to get into the jewelry game. Then forget your $5,000 budget. Let's say I give you this whole case over here with Patek Philippe's and Richard Milles. I give you $2 million in product. Okay? I'm going to give it to you for free. Do you have somebody to buy this piece? Do you have the lid to the pot? That's how I always look at it. You have a bunch of pots. You have to find the perfect lid to the pot. This is about closing the deal. The pot is the product. The lid is the client. And most of the time they tell me, no, Moses, I have 0 clients, but I wanted to find something so I can find some clients. I say, first you find the clients, first you build your network, then you build your product. A lot of kids, they ask me, how can I build my clientele? So there's many ways now, especially being in the year of 2023, going on to 2024. You have social media, where it's free to reach out to as many people as possible. And another thing I say, if you want to be a jeweler, you got to be a jeweler. You make your Instagram handle, let's say your name is Tim the Jeweler. Something like that, and you start uploading some photos of watches, stuff like this, and you send messages to people and you get your name out. Another way to get your name out, I always tell people, you can go to, let's say I used to do this when I was younger. I have Noble over here on 57th Street. I used to go to the bar. I used to be 19 years old. I used to go to the bar over there, I'd order myself a sparkling water with some lemon. I used to pay $8 for this, and I had a bunch of millionaires around me. And I would introduce myself. Hey, my name is Moses. Yeah, no, I just joined the jewelry game, stuff like that. If you ever need anything, here's my number, here's my contact. And doing this every single night, it would cost me $8 to be around multi-millionaires. So if you have any fancy spots in your neighborhood, you go sit at the fancy spot, you get yourself a sparkling water at the bar, you're sitting around millionaires, because millionaires hang out at fancy spots. Again, another thing that I could say before investing into product. The good thing is again, I'm going to use New York as the example. This ties for people in New York, LA, some major cities that do have a diamond district. You can go around that diamond district. Of course, you make your face a little more familiar. You go say hello to some of the jewelers, the watch dealers over there. And you tell them that you do have some clientele now. Now, after you went to the bar and you met some people that have some money, and you let them know that you can find something, let's say somebody asks you for a black Submariner. Okay, I'm in the market for a black sub. You ask him his price target. You go over to the jeweler's district. You say, I have a client looking for a black sub. Use this find. He gives you a price of $11,500. You reach out to this client and you charge him $12,200. Try to work on $700. The client negotiates with you. You end up closing with him at $11,900. But guess what? You just got your first client. After this client has a good experience with you, and you took care of him, of course, with the character building that we did, and you took care of him because you found the right price for him to make him happy. He goes around, he tells his friend that you did some good business, and this is how the chain reaction of clientele builds. You turn 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 8. Now, once you have that clientele list of 20, 30, 40 people, this is where you start investing into product. Now, I'm going to use myself as an example. The products that I really enjoyed getting into was the 36mm Datejusts. Why is that? Because it's a Rolex. It's one of the most classic timepieces ever, and it's at a very friendly budget. You can get pieces like this at around $5,000, $6,000, and till today, this is probably one of my most sold pieces. Either you go for a two-tone, or you go for a stainless steel, and pieces like this, they move like butter. You know, you have a lot of demand for these type of pieces. So you find these type of pieces. You can buy these in packages, where of course you leverage your money. You use more money to buy more product. You're going to spend a little bit less. And it's a little more enticing when you buy 10 pieces as opposed to one. If you wanted to get into jewelry, diamond tennis bracelets, the most bread and butter pieces. These are my 2-carat bracelets. I sell these for under $2,000. I call it icing out America. You know, every single person has popped this off me. We probably sold freaking 10,000 of these already. And again, I found a niche for myself. I found something that's good, the price is right, and the people love it. It's very universal, you know. Don't go for such complicated pieces in the beginning. You want to go for bread and butter pieces where there's a lot of demand for, and you're able to sell a couple and build your name. So this is just a little taste of part 1. This one we learned over here, character building. We learned the art of negotiation. And we learned about finding products that fit the main criteria, you know. Finding very simple bread and butter pieces that you can make a small profit margin on and build your name. Again, it's all about building your name. You work for your name, then your name works for you. And when you start making money in this business, you use that money to nurture your business. The money is like planting seeds. You buy the products, and then the products are going to make you money. Me, again, I like to buy some flashy stuff right now, but I can afford to do it now. In the beginning when I was making money, I was always putting it back into my business so that the business can feed me. You know, it's like a farm. You want to plant the seeds, and the farm feeds you when the plants grow. So welcome to step 1. There's going to be many more steps in this YouTube series. We're going to get into more advanced pieces, and this way you could learn, you know. And if you have any more questions, ask me down below, comment down. We're about to reach 300K subscribers. I want to do something big for it. Another giveaway is coming, and we appreciate you all. There's a big love. I appreciate everyone who's been coming to the shop, saying hello. It's been a dream come true for me. It's like sometimes I say, am I dreaming? Is this real or no? And I appreciate it. Again, all glory goes to God. And dream big, people. Dream big. You know, in business, you must have a big dream. You must see where you want to be. I love you all. Appreciate you all. And with that, we're out.